Yeah. So here I am at Acadia Lodges. Acadia Lodges is a very popular place in Uganda, not only in Kabale, because of the magnificent view of Lake Bunyonyi that it enjoys. When you're here, you get to look at the power of nature, the creativity of nature, the force of nature. You get to appreciate how insignificant you are to the power of nature. It's so beautiful, a very beautiful place. Yeah, one of the top places in Uganda. Yeah, so I'm here to take a coffee before I head down to Bunyonyi Safaris Resort, another top place. So as I was walking, there's one thing about walking. I don't know how many kilometers I've done, probably, I don't know, 15, 20. I don't know. I'm going to check. Yeah, as I was trekking here, I realized one thing. Walking is a generator of ideas. Through walking, you get to generate ideas. You get to heal mentally. You get to drop and leave your traumas on the road. And the reason for that is energetic, it's vibrational. I am an energy scientist, a spiritual scientist. I don't know how I can call it. Um, I believe I talk in terms of energy. I talk in terms of energy. Everything is in terms of energy because, according to Einstein, everything in the universe is energy. Mass is energy. Everything is energy. Um, so, as you're walking, without boring you with the details of the physics, as you're walking, when you're hitting the ground at that pace, the pace is a vibrational pace. But also, when your foot hits the ground, the vibration moves up your body till the brain, as you're walking. So that has an effect. Like I said, everything is energy. Everything talks to itself with energy. So the pace at which you're walking, the hitting of the ground, the rate at which you're breathing, everything creates a different environment in your body. And that environment is therapeutic. It heals you. It helps you to generate ideas. It's powerful. And that's the power of walking. It brings life into your body, that vibrational environment. And it actually did bring some insights to me. One of them being that, mountainous areas are high energy areas all over the world. Mountains. Jesus had to go up the mountain. Muhammad had to go up the mountain. Mountains play a very big role in humanity in as far as consciousness is concerned, because energy and consciousness go together. The higher the energy in a being, the more the consciousness. That's why the human consciousness is higher than any other animal, because our brains are able to process much more energy. They're able to work with energy more than the brain of any other animal. So the more the energy, the higher the consciousness. Hence all these prophets going up mountains. So if a place is high energy, like a mountainous area such as Kabale, it means that the food that is grown out of the soil of that area also has a high energy. So therefore, it's more nutritious. People that are feeding on this food are more energetic. No wonder it is known world over, not just in Uganda, the energy levels of Bachiga. There are amount of of focus they put on into work everywhere they go. Yeah. And of course, the longer you stay in a high energy area, there is what they call epigenetics. It means that this now affects the genes. So the genes themselves are transmuting and passing on high energy offspring. So Bachiga are known simply because of the mountains, this high energy area. The air is clean, but then the ground itself is high energy. Why am I talking about this? Because I said at the beginning that I'm an energy worker. I'm an energy scientist. What is an energy scientist? An energy scientist is one who believes in vibrational frequencies and energies in as far as everything in the world and the universe is concerned. Why? How does that help us? Because I said the more the energy, the higher the consciousness. For you to elevate your consciousness, which is the goal of my life, to elevate my consciousness as far as I can take it because it is infinite. My life is finite, but the consciousness is infinite, meaning that I want to take it as far as I can take it. But for me to be able to reach into the stratosphere of consciousness, I need the energy, much like a rocket needs the energy to break through the gravitational pull of the earth and into deep space. It needs fuel, it needs energy. You need to have more light and more energy entering into your body. You need to have a body that is allowing the energies to flow through it seamlessly. You have to remove the blockages out of your body so that the energy is moving seamlessly. But you also have to be able to absorb more energy from the earth, more energy from the heavens, from the air, from the cosmos, from here. Yeah, energy that comes from the sun, from the stars, from all the other planets, the comets, everything that's going around us is sending energies to the earth. And our bodies are working with it because they're also energy and light bodies. Yeah, so you're collecting that. You're also collecting from Mother Earth as much as possible, and then avoiding the leakages so that you can have a full energy tank. That is what you use to live a highly optimized life. Human excellence, human optimization, optimization of the human experience right here on earth is as a result of energy. The more energy you have, the less depressed you are, the brighter you are, the calmer you are, the more emotionally balanced you are. The less cravings you have in your body, the more contentment that you carry around, the more you glow on your skin, the higher your immunity. And I can go on and on and on. It's just an energy game. So, me as an energy worker, my role is to collect the energy and their techniques, which techniques I input into my daily routine, such that those techniques become who I am. They are no longer what I do, they are who I am. What techniques am I talking about? Fasting on a daily basis. What does it do? It cleans the body, removes the blockages, because food causes blockages, vibrational blockages. Dense foods like meats and all that stuff, cheeses and all that, those dairy products, heavy products, they block the emotional channels, the energy channels in your body and everything. So the more that you fast, the more you're able to detoxify your body and therefore be able to open up the energy blockages to allow more energy to flow seamlessly through your body. Okay? I also do Qigong. Qigong is an energy practice that has been used in ancient China, from ancient times, 5,000 years in the making. And its role is energy harvesting. Yeah. So when you're doing Qigong, you're harvesting energy from the cosmos. You are grounded, you got your feet, because it's always advised for you to do Qigong with bare feet on the ground, earthing, so that you're sucking up all that energy from the earth. But as you're doing all these poses and relaxing, the energy from the heavens as well, the stars, the sun especially, the sun, very nutritious, sending down all that energy through you. And once it comes into your fasted body, it finds the body free of blockages. And so it flows through, the energy flows through seamlessly. And then you're able to give up a bigger glow, a bigger radiation of your electromagnetic field. Yeah, it can be measured scientifically. And the bigger your electromagnetic field, the healthier you are, the more whole you are, the higher your quality of life. That is the true wealth. Whoever told you that money is wealth told you a big lie and caused you a lot of suffering. Money is not wealth, but wealth can create money, which is health. Health can create money, but money cannot create health. The true wealth, which is your health and your happiness and your power and your joy, can create money. Not the other way around. Yeah, so I'm an energy worker, and my role is to collect as much energy as possible and avoid leakages as much as possible. Here I am with Isaac. Hi, Isaac.
Hey man.
Where are you? Where are you in the video? Oh, yeah. He's brought me my coffee, which I'm going to enjoy. Can I have some more hot water? Because I am thirsty. And you've just given me just one thing. I wish to have some hot water here.
On the side.
Yes, so that I can also hit two birds with one stone. Thank you. Yeah. So now, being that I'm an energy worker and that I'm energy sensitive and I'm energy alert, I get to appreciate a place like Kigezi. When you look down there into that water, you know that you're looking at a very high energy place. So you want to live in places like this. That's the insight I got. You want to live in places like this. Places like this have seen longevity. On my way, I was speaking to people. One of the guys that I met was smelting iron and making materials out of that. He's called Charles. He's 83 years old, but you should have seen how he was pounding onto, doing all the work himself. But he told me that he knows somebody who died at 130 and had 250 living descendants. Then another one who died at 120 and had 220 descendants. The stories of longevity around this area are numerous. Yeah. And even when you see the people, everybody looks strong. The only problem is the alcohol. The mind has been messed. So people are drinking a lot of alcohol, which is countering the effects of the high energy food that they are eating. But as an energy worker, someone that is focused, you want to live in an area such as this, full of energy, full of energy. So if you're meditating from here, if you're doing breath work from here, which is another technique that I use in collecting energy, working with the breath, appreciating that the breath is the only energy there is, that breath is energy. Try not to breathe for 4 minutes. You run out of energy. When you're going up the hill, why do you breathe a lot? It's because you need more energy to climb the hill. So your breath is energy. So breath work is also one of the techniques that I use for energy collecting, energy harvesting, qigong, energy harvesting, meditation, regular, foundational meditation, positive thinking. Our thoughts energize us. You can think of a thought and you run out of energy. Yeah, can think of rent and all of a sudden you don't want to do anything. Think about that terminal diagnosis they gave you, and all of a sudden you're out. Or someone can make a comment, a positive comment towards your direction, and it energizes you the whole day. That shows you how powerful our thoughts are. So if at a foundational basic level you are thinking positive thoughts, then you are generating energy. And if those thoughts find an environment that is, for example, fasted, which is detoxified, blockages cleared, an environment that is practicing Qigong and meditation, more energy comes to the body. It becomes a positive sum game where more causes more causes more. You get what I mean? Breath work, meditation, fasting, Qigong, positive thinking, knowledge acquisition, because the more you know, the greater your consciousness. All these things that I'm telling you, I researched them. I'm always studying 24/7. I'm investing in knowledge acquisition as a way of expanding my consciousness, because the more you know, the more you can practice, the more you can try out. Yeah. Foundational. So you want an environment as quiet as this, high energy as this, to live here. I'm inviting all of you to come to Kabale and live here. This is a high energy place. So right now I'm enjoying my coffee. Hmm. It's beautiful. Coffee is great. Yeah. I'm fasting, of course. I'll be breaking my fast later, but I do wet fasts, not what I call wet fasts or water fasts. So where I can take coffee, or I can take tea without sugar. Yeah, can hydrate. Yeah, that's how I live. It's beautiful. Man, I love it here. Cheers and God bless you.